Hello, and welcome to High Fidelity. I'm your host, Thelenious Coltrane. Today we get an opportunity to hang with someone who not only has punk rock roots, but is respected by juggalos. Please welcome Dirtball.
What's up, everybody? Thanks to High Fidelity for having me here. Happy to be here.
Never wanted anything so bad that your whole life dedicated itself and no turning back. I'm a monster, where did all the good in me go? Sniffing out the cash flow, but I know.
I heard that your parents were bluegrass musicians, and I was wondering how deep your musical roots go. Like you partnered up with DI, you partnered up with Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah.
I mean, someone who's familiar with not only turntables and hip hop, but also rock and roll, guitars, bass, drums, and not only that, live music, performing live.
Yeah, it's a big part of it. That's actually the most important part, actually, in the end. But yeah, I started as a tiny kid playing the piano. My mom had me on the piano and learning, notes and being able to sing, the right notes and everything. So I remember as a kid that, and then I got into school, and I think that's what sparked me. It was just in my blood because my parents have like you said, a bluegrass band. So they've been playing music their whole life, just singing together. And so I grew up hearing that and getting it that way. And some people will say if you're born with it or not, but I think also you don't have to be born with it. And if you're around it all the time, it kind of becomes part of your life. I was into like heavy metal and rap when I was younger, but that pushed into like more suicidal tendencies, and I mean, actually from then on, once the rap took over, I really didn't get involved in the punk realm until I met Daddy X, who was deep in it,
Really?
From just his whole Doggy Style and his old bands back in the day. He's actually really reputable in the punk world.
When you're not on the road, I know that you like to hunt. Would you mind telling those out there who do like to hunt, or those who might not be, that are not familiar with just how or where their meat comes from? Would you mind talking about that?
No, not at all. I've grown up hunting. I deer hunt and elk hunt primarily, and I upland bird hunt with my dog. But like the big game hunting, I became really into the hunt and the camp, and like I do big wall tent setups, like with stoves and stuff. And so I'm really into the hunt, and more than the kill sometimes. And so, anyway,
it's it's the thrill of the chase, not
it
the
is,
thrill,
dude, and learning how to track and like what the Indians. I usually am like putting myself in what the Indians experienced. It's the exact same thing. And when you're out there, it's just the weirdest deal. Like tracking when there's no snow, just off broken limbs on the, things like that. Really learning that craft.
The juggalos are really into you. So,
oh yeah, I love it.
Can we get a good whoop whoop?
Yeah, whoop whoop. It's been a big part of my. I have to thank the juggalos and everyone like Reno Riders and all these core groups of juggalos all over the U.S. Like some of the first tours I did were that way, like the Shaggy Tudo Fuck the Fuck Off tour. I was on that, and I did like 3 Hallowickeds and like a few other various ICP runs, Happy Days run, and some different stuff. But as a solo artist, so this was before with Cottonmouth, and then we did stuff with Cottonmouth. But I really developed. That was honestly 70-80% of my fan base is juggalo.
Well, that's great. I know that the juggalos are excited about your show tonight.
Yeah, I'm stoked, dude.
We're excited to have you. And are you ready to go shop?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Thank you for having me, bud.
You're welcome, man.
Appreciate it, man.
We picked out the Blue Man Group. Interesting story here. I was the reason we picked it out was I was at a Carrie Hart's grand opening at Universal in Florida situation with Big B. Everybody knows Big B. What's up, what's up, what's up? But I'm a drummer, and I'm about as tall as most of the Blue Men. About the same skinny build, look the same, especially with blue stuff. Anyway, this lady comes up to me. She's just about shits herself, and she's looking at me. She's like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "Is that him?" And she's with Big B's. Like, yeah. And she's the lady that hires the Blue Men in all the divisions, and she wanted to hire me, and I had just joined Cottonmouth Kings, and I said, nope. But anyway, we grabbed that just to tell the story. So yeah, could have been a Blue Man.
So for me, this is my first big hip hop record that I think took over my life to the point where I sold my Game Boy and all my games.
I think it took over everyone.
To get this record, yes. So without this record and Snoop, I don't know where we'd be on the West Coast.
That I speak as I take me a drink to the middle water and get to make it to this bitch named Sadie. She used to be my homeboy's lady.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man.
absolutely. Thank you.
Sir.
Appreciate seeing you guys tonight at the show. And a big whoop whoop to all those Reno riders out there.
Thank you guys, High Fidelity,
Yeah.
Recycled Records. Thank you guys.
Records, Reno Riders. Whoop, whoop.
All right, yo. West Coast, Santa Ana, California, Bend, Oregon, Reno, Nevada. I love dotting up the West and into the Intermountain West, and goddamn it, I'll tell you what. No snow in this motherfucker this year, and I'm happy about it right now, but coming tonight. Welcome to the Dawn Castle. Something's almost done. Cooks when I do the hassle. Cooking to the hot skillet full of what it's taken. Fix a plate when the streets have it hot caking. Individuals hustle on big staking. Bubble on, sell bomb, fucking bone breaking. Ain't no competition on my block and my damn. I roll the dice, don't need a shot, get back down. I'm just getting when I earn what I'm living. Fuck explaining, I'm a relax and stay driven. All the way staying pushed out, my face get pushed out. Smack down in the bush now. This is West Coast. You will see me leaving my post. Sunshine hot, girl, that's why I love it the most. Let the volume not turn clockwise while I crumble. Super bomb, clear raps. Put your hands up, come on. Yes, it's the way we live. Yeah, yes, it's the way we live. What? Come on, yo. What? All right, yo. Yeah, yes, it's the way we live. Yes, it's the way we live. What? Yeah, what?